Good evening, everyone.
Good
Hello.
evening.
Good
How are
evening.
you?
Hello.
How are you?
We're
Okay
fine.
lang.
Okay.
Same.
So, so we are gathered here today to discuss about um, managerial accounting under our Stratcos course. So, as you can see here, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can
Yeah, as you
see.
can
Yes.
see there presented, we have three questions that we are going to discuss today. So have you prepared your answers for the questions?
Yes po.
Okay. So let us start. I have prepared a spin the wheel to see. Wait lang. So if sino ang ma-pick sa spin the wheel, siya ang the first one who will report. So ready? Are you
Ready.
ready? Okay,
We're
okay.
ready.
So let's start. For our first question, you're going to discuss what is managerial accounting. So let me spin the wheel. Wait. Yay! So
Yeah. Sige, kausapin mo sarili
Yay.
mo.
I'm the first one who will share my insights about managerial accounting. So let me start. Wait for a while. So for our first question, what is managerial accounting? So for me, based on what I have researched, managerial accounting, it focuses on the organization's internal users. So uh, it provides information to managers that contributes to their decision making to achieve the company's goals. So some activities under the managerial accounting is planning and also creating strategies to improve business operations. So, how about you, Khalil? What do you think about managerial accounting?
Yeah, I agree, no? I think we have the same basic gist of the definition of managerial accounting. If I may add, I think it's pretty self-explanatory already. Yeah, from the word itself, managerial, which focuses on management, it's all about generating the information that would be relevant or important uh, that would be relevant on how people are supposed to manage a business. So yeah, I think it focuses on its internal users. Yeah, it's all about generating information and how that information will be used. Um, how that information will be used, because at the end of the day, they will these users of information will need these kinds of information in order to fully achieve the entities, the businesses, or the company's objectives. So that's my take on it.
Who wants to say something next?
I think that managerial accounting, it helps the management like ma-understand good yung company's financial performance kay since ma-provide siya ng detailed information which is also useful in making best decision for the company.
To add, based from what I read, the managerial accounting's primary goal is to assist managers in planning, controlling, and decision making.
And I would also like to add that I believe that managerial accounting is a branch of accounting that helps managers within a company to make decisions, just like you said. It is all about providing the information that managers need in order to run the business effectively. And I believe that these information are critical to the company's success.
So, um, let's proceed to the next. For a while. Tama ba spelling? Okay. So let's proceed to the next question. We need to differentiate between managerial accounting and financial accounting. So let's spin the wheel to see who goes first. Um, okay. So Khalil, please share your insights, the differences between the managerial accounting and financial accounting.
Okay. I'm just gonna root my answer on our definitions of what managerial accounting is, and I think the first difference that I would note is that with when it comes to managerial accounting compared to financial accounting, managerial accounting is more internal, which means it focuses on delivering what is important to internal users. When you say financial accounting, kasi it focuses more on the external users. So these external users are investors, are possible investors, the government, and things like that. So managerial accounting, I believe, focuses more on the internal aspect of how information is used compared to financial accounting, which is sort of centered around its importance to external users, so like the public, government, and possible investors. That's it.
Who wants to go next?
Okay, let me add. The main difference between managerial accounting and financial accounting is just like Khalil said, that it focuses more on internal uses. And I believe the difference between managerial accounting and financial accounting is how the information is utilized. I believe managerial accounting is for internal use by managers within the company. Like the information that they generated, they will use those information for future purposes or for decision making, while financial accounting is for external uses by people outside the company like investors, creditors, and regulators. So that's what I believe that it is the difference between managerial and financial accounting.
So, I would like to go next. So, for me, um, same with Jasmine and Khalil. I do believe that managerial accounting emphasizes on the internal user. So, specifically, we're talking about the company's performance. Thus, I do believe that managerial accounting is, in a way, subjective because um, it varies from company to company as they have different objectives to achieve. So, every company has their own unique objective to achieve, right? So in this kind, reports are tailored based on specific internal needs, and such reports are like budgets, forecasts, and performance. So on the other hand, in contrast, financial accounting is objective because it produces standardized reports based on historical data. So, examples of reports under financial accounting are financial position, income statement, and cash flow statement. And these reports follow the guidelines of GAAP or IFRS.
So for me, I think the difference between managerial accounting and financial accounting is that financial accounting focuses more on the entire performance of the business, like as a whole na siya ba? Like working on the financial statements and more, while management accounting focuses more on the detailed reports, like income by products or customers' preferences or the geographic location of the products.
So for me, in terms of its objectives, In managerial accounting, from what I said earlier, na it provides information for to the manager for planning, controlling, and decision making, while the financial accounting is to report financial information to the external parties. So basically, the same lang siya sa in definition as a definition niyo.
Okay. So let's proceed to the last question, which is about ethical standards under managerial accounting. So again, we are going to spin the wheel to see who goes first. So shuffle. And then- So we have Jasmine. So please,
OMG.
Jasmine, please, Jasmine, share your insights
Okay,
about
so
ethical standards.
So, ethical standards are significant in every profession because they establish trust, ensuring that professionals act according to the principles. Thus, one example of ethical standards in the scope of managerial accounting is exemplifying integrity in all their operations. This ethical standard demands that managerial accountants be truthful in all their professional activities to build a stronger foundation of trust with their clients. Upholding a sense of integrity makes all information generated by these individuals accurate and trustworthy.
For me, one of the examples of ethical standards is maintaining confidentiality. Kaya in accounting profession, like, hindi siya dapat i-disclose lang basta-basta yung any important data that may harm the organization. Moreover, reports like such as mga budgets is dapat protected and para makagain siya ng competitive advantage.
So who's next? Who wants to go?
Me. For me, ethical standards are guidelines that govern the behavior of individuals and organizations. It is like the driving force that ensures the smooth operation of the economy. So without this, the business would operate inefficient. So based from what I read, the Institute of Management Accountants, or IMA, of the US has adopted an ethical code called the Statement of Ethical Professional Practice. So members of IMA are expected to behave ethically. So they follow ethical principles and standards. So yung standards ito, yung competence, confidentiality, integrity, and credibility.
Khalil?
Okay, so ako na. Um, I'll just basically summarize everything. So, yeah, when it comes to ethical standards, since managerial accounting focuses more on the internal aspect of how financial information is used, um, it's very easy. It's very easy to be tempted with a lot of factors, whether that would be internal pressures or external pressures or even personal pressures. So I believe that ethical standards are very important, especially in upholding proper managerial accounting. Um, because again, the pressures, no matter how much we deny it, they always exist there. So it's all about one's personal beliefs and how regulated these standards are in order to uphold uh, and to maximize the full potential of these financial information. And in addition, I think ethical standards go beyond what is written in the rule book. Um, it goes beyond what is stated in rules and regulations. It goes beyond what is set in standard. It goes beyond what is written in paper, because at the end of the day, these people have freedoms, and it's their decision whether they follow the rules when it comes to ethical standards. So I think it's supposed to go more than just it's supposed to go more than just ethical standards. It's supposed to go above and beyond. So um I think ethical standard is more of one's internal conviction, internal integrity, whether a person wants to perform his or her duties properly. And um again, the standards are there as merely standards, but if the perpetrator were to be eradicated, the standards wouldn't really be needed. So it all begins in the person. So ethical standards should also includes personal integrity, a sense of professionalism between the people who are authorized and are responsible for handling these kinds of financial information, because at the end of the day, these people are supposed to utilize financial information in order in order to achieve what is best for the company. Uh and I think that in order to uphold what is best, in order to achieve what is best, a sense of integrity again, and a sense of professionalism should be upholded.
So are you done, Khalil?
Yeah, I think
Okay,
naputol natin
okay,
that
okay,
sa last part.
okay,
But yeah,
okay,
that's
okay. So yeah, so I do believe that for me also, ethical standards are essential under managerial accounting, because we won't be effective if we won't follow these ethical standards, right? So uh, let me summarize everything what everything that we have discussed. So first, managerial accounting, it focuses on internal users and decision making for management. So under this managerial accounting, we need to understand the company's performance, and such activities involve planning, controlling, and also providing information for company's success. So, for the second question, we have to differentiate between managerial accounting and financial accounting. So, as you can see here, for managerial accounting, we it focuses more on the internal users, such as managers in their decision making and employees, and also on the other hand, for the financial accounting, it focuses on external users such as investors and such. So next, again, for managerial accounting, mainly focuses on managers, and for the future, and the same as the financial accounting for investors and regulators. So, another is managerial accounting is more subjective compared to financial accounting, which is more on objective based on historical data. And then another is managerial accounting is detailed, more detailed. And then financial accounting is as a whole the same as for the last point we have here. So third is ethical standards. So we have discussed about trust, integrity, and being truthful. Also confidentiality, competence, credibility, and as what Khalil mentioned, it is a guide, but it also goes beyond the standards. So it helps us to do our duties properly and maintain professionalism. So I guess everyone has has learned something through our discussion today. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes, and I do believe that we have a fruitful discussion. So I hope to see you soon to another session with you for our next topic. Thank you guys for sharing your insights. And thank you for your time. Yay!
Thank you.